25,000 dinar could make you a millionaire in 2025. Iraqi Dinar RV breaking news. This script includes an introduction for your channel RV News and is written entirely in paragraph format without headings. Welcome back to RV News, the trusted home for real-time updates, deep dive reports, and expert insights into the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong. If you're holding dinar, or you're considering investing in foreign currencies as part of the long-awaited global currency reset, then this is the place for you. Today's episode is packed with a potentially life-changing development that could impact every single Iraqi dinar holder across the globe. The title says it all. 25,000 dinar could make you a millionaire in 2025. And this isn't just hype. We're going to examine the hard facts, the latest financial movements, insider whispers, and international economic developments that are fueling this dramatic speculation. This is the kind of news that can shift portfolios, transform futures, and make millionaires overnight. So grab a seat, hit that like button, and let's dive into what could be the most important financial update of the year. For years, the Iraqi dinar has remained the center of countless discussions, debates, and dreams. Its journey from a war-torn, hyperinflated currency to a potential global heavyweight has captured the imagination of millions. But now, in 2025, something feels different. There's a buzz in the air, like we're on the brink of a major financial breakthrough. And recent developments suggest that those holding 25,000 dinar notes, once dismissed by skeptics as worthless paper, might soon be sitting on a gold mine. That's right. We're talking about the real possibility of a revaluation that could catapult 25,000 IQD into the realm of million-dollar value. Let's set the stage. For the last decade, Iraq has been making steady, albeit slow, progress toward economic stability. The country has restructured its debts, increased oil exports, secured massive infrastructure contracts, and built strategic partnerships with nations like China, Russia, and the United States. But more importantly, Iraq has taken serious steps to restore faith in its currency. One of the biggest moves was made earlier this year, when the Central Bank of Iraq began retightening its monetary policy, signaling to global investors that the country is ready to re-enter the international financial stage with confidence. This was followed by reports that the IMF and World Bank are both monitoring Iraq's progress very closely, with some insiders even hinting at quiet approval for a future rate adjustment. But why 25,000 dinar? Why is this particular note at the center of so much speculation? The answer lies in both mathematics and psychology. A 25,000 IQD note is one of the most common denominations held by investors. At the current rate of approximately 1,300 IQD to 1 USD, it's worth just around $19 or $20. But imagine this scenario. If the dinar were to revalue to just $1 per $1 IQD, a valuation some experts claim is within reach given Iraq's resource base and strategic oil reserves, that same 25,000 note would be worth $25,000. But that's just the beginning. Now let's consider some of the more aggressive forecasts. There are economists and currency analysts who argue that the revaluation could be even higher, perhaps in stages, perhaps all at once. Some sources tied to banking institutions in the Middle East and Europe have allegedly leaked rate projections ranging from 3.22 to as high as $4.86 per dinar. If that happens, then 25,000 dinar would not just be worth thousands, it would be worth millions. To be exact, at a revaluation rate of $4 per $1 IQD, 25,000 IQD would equal $100,000 at $40 per IQD, which some high-level contract rate rumors have teased. That same note would be worth a staggering $1,000. These numbers may sound unbelievable to the uninitiated, but let's remember something. Currency revaluations, while rare, are not impossible. Historical precedents exist. The German Deutsche Mark post-Revaluation, the Kuwaiti dinar after the Gulf War, and more recently, the Zimbabwe dollar resets, all show that radical currency shifts are real, and they have transformed lives. In the past, what makes the Iraqi dinar case unique is the sheer number of private citizens and retail investors who have been holding IQD in anticipation of such a shift. And now, with mounting evidence, it appears their patience may finally be rewarded. So, what exactly is fueling this new wave of speculation in 2025? First, we have to talk about the oil deals. Iraq recently signed a massive long-term oil export agreement with China valued in the billions, with payments partially structured around a new international exchange rate regime. Financial analysts believe this could be a soft rollout of the new rate system, which Iraq would use to stabilize its economy and fund new infrastructure projects. In addition, a leaked internal memo from a European banking consortium reportedly mentioned active preparations for dinar convertibility and new parity rates, referencing the IQD alongside other global currencies like the euro and yen. Second, Iraq's central bank has been aggressively reducing the amount of currency in circulation. That's an important sign. When a country plans to revalue, one of the first steps is to mop up excess currency to reduce inflationary risks post-RV. And according to official CBI data, the money supply has dropped by over 30% in the last 12 months alone. A massive move suggesting something big is on the horizon. Third, digital systems are being quietly upgraded. Iraq recently implemented a new international payment architecture using blockchain-backed SWIFT protocols, allowing for real-time cross-border transactions in multiple currencies, including the dinar. Insiders suggest this move is a prelude to restoring the dinar to forex trading platforms worldwide. This could lead to a flood of institutional money into the currency markets once IQD becomes freely tradable again. And here's another piece of the puzzle: redemption centers. For those new to the RV community, redemption centers are special exchange locations designed to handle large-scale currency redemptions under a global currency reset, GCR. Over the past few weeks, multiple eyewitness reports have surfaced describing quiet but clear activity at suspected redemption centers in Texas, Florida, and Nevada. Some insiders claim appointments are being scheduled behind the scenes for early redemptions, hinting that the official RV window may be just days or weeks away. All of this aligns with recent statements from key global financial figures. Christine Lagarde, now president of the European Central Bank, made an unusual reference to currency equalization and revaluation strategies during a closed-door meeting in Brussels. Meanwhile, U.S. Treasury officials have been unusually quiet about foreign exchange policy, refusing to deny reports that the United States has approved a temporary tax exemption for dinar holders under a new wealth adjustment framework, a code phrase many believe is tied directly to RV protocols. Let's not forget the growing influence of BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, who have publicly stated their desire to move away from the petrodollar system. Iraq has recently expressed interest in closer BRICS cooperation, and many analysts believe this shift could be used to justify a rate realignment as Iraq pivots eastward. A higher dinar valuation would give Iraq stronger negotiating power and greater control over its sovereign wealth. With global oil prices stabilizing and Iraq's production reaching record levels, the country is uniquely positioned to support a much stronger currency. For the average person holding 25,000 dinar, the implications of a revaluation are nothing short of astonishing. Even at a conservative rate of $1 per IQD, you're looking at $25,000. But if the more aggressive rates pan out, $4, $10, even $40, then your small investment could transform into generational wealth. Imagine paying off your house, clearing all debts, investing in assets, and finally having the financial freedom you've dreamed of. And if you're someone who's accumulated multiple 25,000 IQD notes, the math becomes even more staggering. That said, with great opportunity comes responsibility. It's crucial that you prepare. Have a redemption plan in place. Know where your nearest redemption center or Tier 1 bank is located. Understand your tax obligations, even if favorable exemptions are introduced. Speak with a financial advisor or wealth manager you trust, and most importantly, remain grounded. The road to revaluation has been long and uncertain, and while 2025 may finally be the year it happens, you must be ready for any outcome. Many seasoned dinar holders have waited 10, 15, or even 20 years for this moment. They've weathered the doubts, the fake gurus, the misinformation, and the naysayers. And now they may be standing at the threshold of the biggest wealth transfer in modern history. If the projections hold true, and if the revaluation unfolds as expected, we could be witnessing the rise of a new financial elite made up not of Wall Street giants or corporate CEOs, but everyday people. People who believed in the promise of the dinar and held on through thick and thin. As we close out today's update, remember that RV News will be here every step of the way. We're watching the markets, monitoring the chatter, and digging into every credible lead to bring you the truth behind the headlines. If you're holding 25,000 dinar or more, then you owe it to yourself to stay informed and stay prepared. Subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with your fellow currency holders. This could be the moment we've all been waiting for, and we don't wait.